Oh, hi. Ah, here we are. Hey there, folks. Today I'm going to talk to you about being a furry. I have been a furry for over 30 years. God, I'm old. And I have greatly enjoyed it. Like most furries, I have a fursona, kind of a fantasy version of myself, called Frubus, which is a word I got from the name of a Canadian band from long ago called Moxie Frubus. So my guy is Frubus the Moxie Foxy, and I've been role-playing him for like 30 years. I do so in a text-based environment known as a muck, which stands for something, presumably. It's basically just a place to hang out and socialize, and but that comes with role-playing possibilities. Like I have a character, and people can look at the character and read the description I wrote, and I interact as the character. That is what I mostly do in the furry fandom. I interact on that muck. I don't really do anything else. I don't really participate in any art communities. Haven't been to a convention in a long time. I'm not part of all the goings on with the Gen Zs on VR chat, or part of any furry subreddits or any of that. It's funny, I'm on Blue Sky like all the time, but I haven't actually looked up like furry Blue Sky yet. Anyway, so I've been doing this furry thing for a long time, and I do consider it a fairly big part of my identity, in the sense that the furry fandom is this kind of this land of imagination where you can reimagine yourself however you want. You can, at least in text or maybe art, you can make the outside match the inside. You can be the person you are on the inside without any kind of, all the accidents of birth that limit you and that don't necessarily match the person you are on the inside. My character is a fox. He's 4 feet tall. He's cute and cuddly and loves to cuddle up in people's laps and be silly and or have really good intellectual discussions. Those are relatively rare, but I always treasure them. Basically, good conversation is my favorite thing in the universe. So I have explored my own identity by being Frubus. I have tried things out in this text-based realm in a way that's a lot safer than actual, socializing in the real world. I have the character who is like a better version of myself, not like morally superior, but just me without the social anxiety and awkwardness, limitations. I'm a much more extroverted and positive person when I'm being Frubus. He is, in a sense, the ideal I'm striving towards in my real life. I want to be more like him, even though he is me. But let's not go there. So while I'm not a big part of the furry fandom, I am known on this muck, and I have a fairly wide circle of friends, which is entirely unlike what I'm like in the real world, it really suggests that deep down, I'm an extrovert, or at least I'm a lot more extroverted than I've been. But I'm a wounded extrovert that, in a way that made me very introverted, withdrawn, in fact. But it's really something to think about, you know. Like if I suddenly, I don't know, had a whole lot of money, what would I be like? What if I could just shed all my limitations and inhibitions? What kind of person would I be? And it would basically be the human version of Frubus. It would be I'd be very open and affectionate and enthusiastic and diffusive and loads and loads of personality. And I just have a lot more fun with life, frankly. It's a shame that the real world is so much more complicated than the furry world I live in. I'll address the elephant in the room and that about furry, and that yes, there's lots of sex. There is lots of sex. We are extremely sexually open people. That is part of the magic and wonder of furry, as far as I'm concerned. That, of course, when people are freed of their limitations and free to explore how to be, they're going to explore their sexuality. Well, a lot of furries come from places where their sexuality is not welcome, and so furry role-playing and furry art and things like that offers a much-needed escape from, say, having to be closeted or having to be, you know, secretive about your kinks or whatever. And so it's a land of imagination that way as well. And, you know, human beings, we're the horniest creatures on Earth as far as we can tell, except maybe dolphins. We mate all year round. We have sex for mostly non-reproductive purposes. We are highly sexual beings. And so take the limits of reality away, and of course, things are going to get sexy. That doesn't mean that's all we do. In fact, being 52, that's rarely what I do anymore. It's very much in line with my own view of the world, and the world as it frankly should be. To be very open about sexuality, to get rid of the shame and the guilt and the mindless fear and everything, and just let people just be their freaky ass selves, whatever that might be. Whether it's vanilla or rainbow ripple, or anything in between. In general, furry is a subset of being a nerd. All furries are nerds, but most nerds aren't furries. Kind of like how all Protestants are Christians, but not all Christians are Protestants. If that makes sense. We tend to be open-minded, very creative, very liberal in an intellectual sense. Usually liberal in a political sense, too. There are conservative furries. I'm not sure how they work that out, but I'm not going to judge them just for, not fitting a mold. Yeah, we're nerds. We're just nerds with options. I guess that's all I've got to say about furries for right now, although more might occur to me during the editing process. But that's essentially me as a furry. And I guess that's me coming out of the closet as a furry, although I've never been closeted about anything. Not my sexuality, not the fact that I'm a furry, not the fact that I'm a nerd. I am a live out loud person. I am an inherently overt person. And I don't hide a goddamn thing. I guess that's all for me for today, folks. I will talk to you nice people again tomorrow. Bye-bye. Alright, let's get this done. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Or if you hated this video, please like and subscribe. Or if you didn't even really care, please like and subscribe. Just like and subscribe. No matter what, I don't care. I just want the money. Sure, it might not be obvious, but